Welcome back, dear students. So in our today's session we are going to start our new lesson, visualizing solid shapes. So friends, what are solid shapes? These are again what you can say three-dimensional figures or three-dimensional shapes. So friends, first of all, what are 2D shapes? Two-dimensional. Suppose I am having rectangle to draw. This is its length and this is what its breadth. I can draw it easily on a plane surface and I can able to draw it. But when you are speaking about the 3D shapes, three-dimensional shapes, you cannot able to draw them. You cannot place them on a plane surface. Like for example, this is your geometry box, friends. This is its length and this is its what breadth and this is its what height. So you cannot place them over a plane surface, you cannot draw them easily. And if you see from its top surface, its top view is different. Where I'm keeping a finger, it's what its top view, and where suppose I'm standing here and this is my location I'm seeing, so this is it's a front view, and here I'm seeing, that means it is what its side view. Okay, so anything that occupies space and has a three dimension like length, breadth and height, so you can call them a solid or a three-dimensional shape. So friends, the definition is so easy. Anything that occupies a space, has length, breadth and height, you can call them 3D shape or simply call them a solid. Just like example is this one. It is having length, it is having breadth and this is what its height. Now we'll see what are the parts of a solid. So friends, parts of a solid include its a face. You can have letter F for it. Its a vertex. You can say vertices if there are many, and there are edges. You can have E for that letter. Suppose this is a triangular prism. Triangular prism. So here prism having the two same bases. Here is a triangle on its bases and these are the parallel lines or rectangles joining that. So in a prism, you can say it is a solid by joining the two congruent shapes, and that shapes are plane shapes like triangle, rectangle, okay, squares, and they are together with these straight lines. So here the two congruent shapes are there. Which are the two congruent shapes here? Triangle. So that's mean we'll call it triangular prism. If there is a square at these faces, you can say square prism. If there is a rectangle, you can say rectangular prism. So the two congruent shapes are there, and this is what you can say, these are the vertices. This is vertex and this is what face its, and these straight lines are called what? Edges. So face is what? Flat surface of the solid. Vertex is what? The point where the faces are going to meet, and the edges are what? Edges are the line segment which joins by the intersection of the two, you can say, faces. So here is the first prism. So to whom to call a prism? So prism is a solid formed by joining two congruent plane shapes. The plane shapes can be rectangle, square, triangle or rectangle or pentagon. It can be any plane shapes. And we are going to join that plane shapes with a straight line. And remember, the plane shapes which are two in number here, we call them bases. And based on the name of this base, we will call that prism. And the bases are parallel. For example, if suppose I am having here rectangle and here also one rectangle, and I am going to join it. So the figure which you got here, it is here a rectangular prism. You can say rectangular prism. General name, you know, it's cuboid. We know it by the name of cuboid, but actually it is what? Rectangular prism. At its faces are what? Rectangle. And here you know that its vertices are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In total 8 vertices are there. Again its edges are what? These lines, if you count, these are what? 12. And its faces are 6. Okay. So like you can say this is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces are there. and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 vertices are there. Then the edges are what? 12. So this is rectangular prism, and here it is, you can call it cuboid, and here base is what? Rectangle. Its base is rectangle, plane shape. Okay, that's why this prism is named as a rectangular prism. The name of the prism will be according to its base. So here base is rectangle, that's why it's going to call rectangular prism. And its all faces are what? Rectangular in shape. Suppose I am having one square, another is also square, and I am going to join it. So it is what you have made here? Square prism. This is what? Square prism. And generally you know it by the name of cube. Here all its faces are what? Square. And that base is square, that's why it's called square prism. And you know that its vertices is what? Again 8. Edges are what? 12. And the faces are 6, and that all 6 are what? Square. Next we have a triangular prism. Suppose I am drawing here one triangle base, one triangular base, one more also triangle. So its bases are what? Triangle. Now I will join it. So what you got here, it is nothing but the triangular prism. Triangular prism. As its bases are triangle in shape, that are congruent triangle, that's why its name will be triangular prism. And here if you notice, here are the two triangles. Two triangle, and the remaining 3, 1, 2, and the base is 3, that is 3 rectangle. 2 triangle and 3 rectangles are here in its faces. So total faces are what? How many? 5. And you can see the vertices are again 6 vertices, and edges are here 9. So it is named by its congruent shaped triangle. Its name is what? Triangular prism. So now next we'll draw pentagon. 1, 2, this is 3 and 4, and this is 5. One more I will draw here pentagon. So these two are pentagon. So you can join this. So this what you can say, this is what? Pentagonal prism. So as its base is pentagon having 5 sides, the name will be pentagonal prism. You can see here are the 2 pentagons are here, 5 sides, and the 5 are what? Rectangles. So total 7 faces are here, and if you count its vertices are 10, 5, 5, 10, okay, and the remaining edges are 15 here. So pentagonal prism having the 2 congruent shapes pentagons and joined by the parallel lines, that parallel lines made a rectangles, 5 rectangles. So now our next solid is what? Pyramids. So again after prism, if we move to the pyramids, it is also a solid 3-dimensional shape, but the difference is what? Here all the upper faces are what? Triangular in shape, and there is only one base. But in the prism we are having 2 congruent shape base, 2, but here only one shape. For example, if suppose I am having one triangle, and here also the remaining are also going to be what? Triangle itself. So you can say this is triangle. So this is what? Triangular pyramid. So if you notice here, it is a base is what? This is a base is triangle, so again its name will be triangular pyramid. If instead of this base triangle, if it is rectangle, then you can say it is a rectangular pyramid. If it is pentagon, then you can say pentagonal pyramid. So the name of the pyramid is according to its base, and the lateral surfaces are again what? Here the triangle, and all the triangles are going to merge and converge at one point. There is a one vertex here, this is a one converge point is there. If you see its vertices, here are the 4 vertices, and if you see its edges, here are the 6, and faces are 4, and all the faces in this case are what? A triangle. So if we now take a rectangle as a base, then suppose the rectangular pyramid will be like this. So you can say this is what? Rectangular pyramid. And here you can see the vertices are again 5, edges are 8, and the faces, if you notice, these are the 5 faces, and in the 5 faces you can see there are the 4 triangles. Okay, on the 4 sides the lateral the triangles, and the one is what? Rectangle. So it is rectangular pyramid. Now we are having pentagonal pyramid. So in a pentagonal pyramid you can see the base is what? Pentagon. So you need to draw here base pentagon. Then afterwards all the lateral are what? Triangles. So this is what? Pentagonal pyramid. You can say there are the 5 triangles and one base pentagon is there. There is only one single base. One base pentagon and the 5 lateral triangles are there, and they all are images at this one common vertex you can say. So here are the vertices are 6, edges are you can say 10, and the faces are you can say 6. If you notice, the number of vertex and the number of face are same. V is equal to F. Always remember in pyramid V is equal to F. If you find vertices, number of vertices is equal to number of faces, then you can say it is a pyramid. So number of vertices and faces are same, equal in pyramids. So now we can easily get how to get the face, vertices and edges. So in both the case side is equal to what? Number of side of the base. Number of side of the base. Suppose if it is a triangle, so 3 side. If it is a square, then 4 side. So like this, if you want to find out here face, so one formula is there, simple. Side plus 2 if you do, then you will get a face here. And vertex, if you want to find, you have to do side into 2. If you want to find out edges, you will do side, you can say sides, multiply by 3. So in a prism, if you want to find number of faces, number of vertices, number of edges, then simply आपको पहले side find करना है. Okay, you have to find out side, number of side of the base. So once you got a side, then do plus 2, you will get a face. Multiply 2, you will get a vertices. Sides multiply by 3, you will get a edges. And here in a pyramid we know that face is equal to vertices, and both you have to just do sides plus 1. Sides plus 1. They both are equal in a pyramid. And then for edges you have to do sides multiply by 2. So this is a formula for finding out the number of faces, vertices and edges in a pyramid and in a prisms. Okay. Suppose for example I am having triangular prism. This is a triangular prism. So it is what? Triangular prism. It is triangular prism. I want to find out F, V and E. So I know that its base is what? Triangle, and triangle having 3 sides. Side is what? 3. The formula is side plus 2. 3 plus 2 will get a 5. Then side into 2 means 3 into 2, that is 6. Again side into 3 means 3 3s and 9. So easily I can get triangular prisms, faces, vertices and edges. So this is a shortcut formula for finding the number of faces, vertices and edges. If you know the side, then you can do side plus 2 for face, side into 2 for vertices, side into 3 for edges. So next is what? Polyhedrons. So polyhedron, what friends? Poly means we are having many now. We are having now many geometrical solid. You can say many geometrical solid shapes are there. So many solid geometric with faces are there, different. Like for example, if you see 4 face, so for a 4 you can say tetrahedron is there. Means it will include all the 4 triangles only. Suppose you can draw it here. So this is what? Tetrahedron. And it is going to be polyhedron. Why? Because according to the number of its faces we are going to divide it. Like 4 faces you can say tetrahedron. If it is 6 faces you can say it is hexa. If it is 8 faces, you can say it is what? Octa, like this. So a polyhedron is what? Is a geometric solid with a faces and straight edges, and we can classify them according to the number of its faces. Then friends, in other solids we have a cone also, cylinder also. Okay, suppose this is a cylinder. So you can see this is what? Face. It's flat face, you can say. This is its curved face. So here vertices तो are not there. So vertex is what? 0. No vertices. And if you notice here, edges are the two curved. Here is also one curved face. Here also one curved. One curved face is here. And you can see 3 flat surfaces are here. Okay friends. And you have here edges also. 2 curved edges here. Next we are having cone. So if you see here cone, this is its vertex. So there is a one vertex. Again you can see it is a flat surface, and you are having the curved edges also. 2 curved edges. Next is again friend, there is a sphere also. Sphere, we cannot draw them on a plane surface here, but its vertex is 0. Again you don't have edges here, just only you are having one curved face here. So friends, next our topic is Euler's rule. So there is a one generalization fact about the solids face, vertices and edges. So what he suggested that Euler was one of the famous mathematician, and he introduced an amazing fact about the solids, which are 3-dimensional shapes and with compulsory straight edges only. So what he states that there is a one relation between the faces. If you add faces and vertices, you will get a relationship is equal to edges plus 2. Or you can say that if you add faces and vertices and you remove its edges from it, then you will get a number 2 here. So it is a generalization that number of faces plus number of vertices you will get is equal to number of edges plus 2. So these two are equal only. Just I have sent here plus e to this RH left hand side, I got a minus e. So this relationship is true for the solid. If we want, we can get its. So for these example also you can prove the Euler's rule. Means Euler's has interesting facts about the relationship between the solids, faces, vertices and edges. So here you can get the idea. Faces plus vertices, F plus V is equal to E plus 2. So here you can get F plus V, that means 6 plus 8, you are going to get a 14, and here edges were 12 plus 2, here also you are getting a 14. So in this case it is true. Same for the cuboid. Now we will see triangular pyramid. So F plus V is equal to E plus 2, means number of faces plus number of vertices, that is 4 plus 4. Okay, and here edges are what? 6 plus 2. So 8 is equal to 8. You are going to get number of faces plus number of vertices is equal to number of edges plus 2. True for the triangular pyramid. Here again you can see F plus V is equal to edges plus 2. So here again you will get 5 plus 6 is equal to 9 plus 2. You will get 11 is equal to 11. So again for triangular prism, for all these solids, Euler rules for the relationship, this is going to be true. So our next topic is what? Nested solid or nested solids. So solids within another solids you can call nested solids. In our daily life you see the figures which observe like they are made up of 2 or more solids. Like you can know the example of the pencil itself. So if you notice your pencil clearly, then you have here what? One cylinder, and it at its tip is what? It's going to be a like a tip. It's in the form of cone. So this is a cone, and this is a making cylinder. In general, it is here making pencil, which is again a nested solid. For example, you are have a funnel in at laboratory. So this is what? Cone, and its base one cylinder is there. So this is cone, and this is again cylinder is there. So it will make a shape of funnel. Again you are having a ice cream cone which you eat. This is the ice cream cone, suppose, and this is actually sphere. Okay, and we are having here what? Cone. So this is cone, this is sphere. It will make your ice cream. So again you are having example like a hut or simple house, if you notice it. So here are so many are there. You can see it is what? Cuboid. This is a triangular prism, because the bases are what? Triangle. So it is what? Triangular prism. And this is a shape what? Hut. So these all are including a nested solid, which are made up of one or two solids in them. Next we are having the net, or you can say the nets of a solid. So what are the nets? So we know that a net of a solid is just an outline. Of its faces, which are joined together to form a model of the solid. So when you are going to cut that solid, again you are going to join. So the opening of that solid, you can say, is a net. For example, if I am having any kind of like cylinder, I am having the net of cylinder. So this is your cylinder is there. So when I cut it, I will get a one rectangular face, and again what I am having? The two circular shape. So a net of a solid is what? Outline of its faces joined together to form a model of the solid. When you wrap it, again you will get a solid. Suppose you are having a cube. So suppose this is a cube, and if you want its net will be like this. There can be the different ways to draw the net. Okay, so this is a cube of this net of this cube. Again you are having a cone here. So if I am having cone like this, then its net like this. Then suppose I am having rectangular pyramid. In a rectangular pyramid, you can say at its base is what? Its base is to be rectangle, and the lateral surfaces are what? A triangle. So this is a rectangular pyramid. When I get its net, it will be like this. Its lateral sides are what? Triangle. So this is a net. This is a net, and when you converge it, it will come to the one vertex, and its base is rectangle. So its name got a rectangular pyramid. Then again I am having rectangular pyramid over. Then I am having tetrahedron. So in a tetrahedron, all the four are what? Triangles itself. For example, this is base also triangle, and its lateral also what? Triangle. Okay, this is. So it will be its net of this tetrahedron. So like this, a net of a solid is what? Outline of the faces joined together to form a one model of the solid.